Our next competitor is Samantha Andriachek. Samantha is 3 months into her candidature at in the School of Environmental Systems Engineering, the Oceans Institute and the Australian Institute of Marine Science. She loves the ocean and especially sharks. Samantha's thesis title is Investigating the Drivers of Vertical Movement Patterns in Predatory Pelagic Fishes. And her 3-minute thesis title for you today is The Ups and Downs of Our Biggest Fear. Please welcome Samantha.
Okay, I'm going to get onto a bit of a controversial topic. Sharks. They strike fear into a majority of the Western Australian public. A lot of this fear would come from the unknown. We don't know where they are or what they're doing at a given point in time, especially in regards to when we ourselves are in the water. What we don't tend to think about so much is what they're up to when they're away from the coast and going through their everyday general routines. We also tend to think of movements more on a horizontal basis. So if I asked you what you knew about a shark's movement, you'd probably think about documentaries you'd seen, where they may have migrated from, let's say, South Africa to Australia or along our coastline. But did you know that sharks also move up and down through the water column quite frequently, and sometimes down to 1,000 metres? So up there is a track from an actual tiger shark going up and down, several times within an hour. So we call these regular movements yo-yo movements. So for the past 10 to 20 years, researchers have been describing these vertical movements. But what we don't know, what I'm trying to find out, is why. So you're probably thinking, cool, a shark goes up and down. So what? Who cares? Well, if we know why they go up and down, we can see how distributions may change in the future with changing environmental conditions. So let's say temperature's driving their movements and the water's getting warmer. Are they going to go deeper? Or if it's oxygen and deeper waters get more oxygen limited, are they going to come up more to the surface, where there's more potential to interact with us? Let's move on to how I'm going to do this. Well, with the ever-miniaturization of modern technology, there's a whole new range of tags and cameras we can attach to these animals. So earlier this year, up at Ningaloo, 5 tiger sharks had GoPros and tags attached to them. So this sounds pretty cool. But for me, watching a tiger shark go up and down for hours on end was pretty boring. And for the most part, they don't do anything interesting and just make me seasick. But what I did manage to see was a potential hunting strategy of these movements. So there was a turtle silhouette on the surface, and the shark saw it on the way up and then followed it down. In this case, you'll be happy to know, the turtle got away. So up here, I've got a screenshot from the video, and the turtle tightly turned away from the shark on the way past with its shell up. So this is a defensive mechanism of the turtle. This is just one example of why a shark may utilize these movements. But a shark also needs to keep warm, preserve energy, and find food whilst constantly moving through a changing environment. So over the next 3 years, my research is going to look at the drivers of these vertical movements and how a shark may utilize them to help them survive in a life beneath the surface.